Hello, 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 and welcome with Cooking with Camille. It's your girl, Camille, and today we're going to do something that probably a lot of y'all don't like, but we're going to make some liver and onions and mashed potatoes. You're going to need about 4 potatoes. I got slices of liver, some onion, some flour, and seasoning, and some beef base. That's all you need to make this easy meal. Okay. First of all, we're going to peel our potatoes and wash them, and cut our liver. Okay, y'all, got the potatoes on. I got the grease getting hot. I want to turn it down a little bit. It's getting too hot. I cut the liver in half, but this is thin liver, so it's falling apart. So we're going to work with what we got. Then I made a batter, flour. I just put some garlic in it and I need to put some paprika in there. Garlic and some garlic chips and some garlic herb, some onion powder, and some garlic salt and flour and some cornstarch. And I'm gonna put some parsley in there. Okay, uh, and then mix it all together, and that'll be our batter. Okay. Okay, just be very careful when you wash it, because it'll fall apart, because liver is really tender. Uh, I like to go to the meat market and get it where they cut it for you. Then we're just going to drop it in and just fry it. And it's okay if you overflour it, because we're going to use the flour for gravy that's left over. So we're going to fry all the pieces. I just got maybe about a third of grease in here. And then you just keep the grease in. We'll use it for making the gravy. And just go all the way around and just fry. They're just little pieces, because they all broke up. They're so little, so thin, but it still will be good with some onions. And it's going to be broken up when it go in your stomach. You better ask somebody. Okay, so we're going to continue to do this. Okay, we'll be back when it's all fried up. So continue to fry all of it. You only need to fry I'd say about 4 minutes on each side. Okay, time to turn it over. See how nice golden brown. It doesn't matter if it's not done, because you're going to simmer it in gravy so they can get even tender than what they are. They're just going to fall apart. Okay, so 2 to 3 minutes on each side. Okay, this is the last of it. That's how much we have. So we're going to take this out, and then we're going to saute our onions in this little oil that's left over. Remember, if it's not done, it's going to simmer in the gravy, so it'll be fine. So now we're going to take our onions and drop them in there and saute them in the oil. And then we'll put them in a dish once they're done. You know, look at these onions. They smell so good. And this is all you want to do. And we're just going to put them in a bowl. And then we're going to make our gravy. Okay, first of all, we're going to let our oil get hot again. Because after the onions, they're not hot. So we're going to let it get real hot. And we're going to add our flour. Okay, a few onions in there. All right, it's all right. And we're going to add our leftover flour from what we battered our liver. We're just going to add it in that hot grease. This is how you make gravy. Homemade gravy. This is like a roux, but you use oil. If it's thickening up, it's okay, because we're going to add grease base to it and water. So it's fine if it goes a little thicker. We're going to add a little water to it, because you can always add more flour to it. Always add more flour. And let's add some water to it, some hot water. Depending on how much you want to make, we're going to try to make at least half of that skillet some. And just start whipping it as it goes in. Just whip it as it goes in. That's it right there. And then you can add the rest of the flour and just let it thicken up. Once it thicken up, we'll add our meat. Let's add the rest of this flour. See, so you don't lose out on your flour. And just keep mixing it. And once it thicken up, we'll put the meat in there and let it simmer. Now all you gotta do is add some beef base to it to taste it, because you want it to have a beef taste to it. So I'm gonna add a little beef base to it. Let me get a spoon. Oh, I got a fork right here. Just start out with a little bit, and then just keep stirring it until you get the flavor that you want. That's how you get the flavor. Just keep stirring it, and it'll turn brown as it goes. The more beef base you use, the darker it gets. They also have beef bisque, where you can add to it to make it darker if you want. See, it's thickening up already. Can you see it? How thickening up it is? It's thickening up already. We're going to taste it. Let me get a spoon so we can taste it to see, do we got the right amount? Do it, see if we need to add more. Because the flour is already salty. Y'all, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfect. So now, we're going to add our beef to it. Just add all your beef back in there. This is beef livers. Beef livers. You can also do your Salisbury steak like this. Do your Swiss steak like this. I'm going to mash that down. Like so. Then we're going to throw our onions on top. Look at that. We're going to turn that on low and just let it simmer for about 15 minutes, because it's already done. You just want to simmer it where the meat will get tender. We'll put the lid on it and we'll make our mashed potatoes. Okay, mashed potatoes are done. Just look at that, y'all. I'm just going to clean up my area and get things ready. Okay, there we go. Beef liver with some homemade mashed potatoes with onions. That's all you need. That's all you need, y'all. Let me tell y'all, 40 minutes. Really, 42 minutes. 42 minutes, and look at that. I'm going to show you how tender it is. I got a little piece here. We're going to cut it with a fork and see how you can cut it with a fork. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, melt in your mouth. Y'all better ask somebody. No. Oh, y'all want some? I'm sorry. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you so much. Look at that, y'all. Look at that. Wonderful. It's so tender. Oh, my goodness. I didn't start eating beef liver until I got married. Okay, y'all. Don't forget to comment. You know, comment, get you into a, to try to be at win the prize at the end of the month. So please comment on YouTube only. YouTube only. Y'all have a blessed day.